Much like dial-up internet and Ask Jeeves, losing things can be a relic of the past if you have a Bluetooth tracker. Hi, I'm Gabe at Security.org, and today I'm reviewing the Chipolo Classic Bluetooth tracker. In today's review of the Chipolo Classic Bluetooth tracker, we're going to look at some pros and cons, its design, its feature set, the installation experience before diving into its mobile application, the Chipolo app, to make sure you have all the information you need to make the right decision. If you want to see a list of our favorite Bluetooth trackers, Google Security.org Best Bluetooth Trackers. If you have a question about today's review, leave us a comment and I'll get back to you. Let's kick off today's review of the Chipolo Classic Bluetooth tracker, looking at some pros and cons, beginning with the pros. Now, it has an impressive 200-foot Bluetooth range. It also has a highly rated mobile application for both Androids and iPhones, and the battery is replaceable. Now, on the con side, it's not water resistant, so you have to be really careful on not getting it too wet, and it doesn't have the largest community network out there. Moving into the design of the Chipolo Classic Bluetooth tracker, you'll note here that it's made out of plastic, and it's got a 35mm diameter and it's about 5mm thick. Now at the top there's a keyring hole, so you can slip it onto your keys pretty easily. Now one thing to note is that you don't want to get those keys wet because it is not water resistant. Now we have the yellow, but you can get it in blue, red, green, white, black. And note that if you lose it with that 200-foot Bluetooth range, it's got a 92 decibel siren. So you should be able to hear it, considering it's about as loud as a lawnmower. Now when it comes to temperature, it can only handle a range generally between 5 and 104 degrees. So if you're in Minnesota in the wintertime or Arizona in the summertime, that's maybe something you want to think about. Now, the final thing I want to note is that it has replaceable batteries, which you're going to have to replace about every 9 months or so. So instead of having to completely throw out your Bluetooth tracker, you can just replace the battery and get back to it. All right, hold on. I really hope you're enjoying today's review of the Chipolo Classic Bluetooth tracker. If you want to be kept up to date on the newest of Bluetooth trackers, VPNs, password managers, and smart home security, subscribe to our channel. We're dropping new content weekly. All right, let's get back to the video. Moving on from the design of the Chipolo Classic, let's talk about its feature set. Now, the Chipolo Classic has a 200-foot Bluetooth range, but what about when it gets beyond that 200 feet and you can't find it? Well, that's where you want to mark it as lost, and the community search feature springs into action, and everyone with the Chipolo app becomes your ally in helping you to find your device. So that's really useful, and while it doesn't have the largest Bluetooth tracking community out there, it is certainly sufficient. Now, the next thing we want to chat about is if you lose your Chipolo Classic in your home and you don't have your phone to help you ring it, or you just want to be lazy. Well, you can use voice commands or smart platform integrations with Amazon and Google to help you find it. So you just ask your Amazon, ask your Google to help you find your Chipolo Classic, and it can ring it for you. And the final thing I'll note is the shutter button feature. If you want to take a picture but don't have a selfie stick, you can just place your iPhone where you want it to be, click here, and it'll take the photo for you. So that's a really useful option with the Chipolo Classic. Now I want to go into the installation experience with your Chipolo Classic. It's pretty straightforward. You can be done within a minute. You're going to want to make sure you have your Chipolo app downloaded, your account set up. Then you're going to go to the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. You're going to see a drop-down menu. You're going to say Add Device, and this is the Chipolo Classic. Once you start the Add Device process, it'll ask you to put your finger here and press down. You'll hear a tune. Once you hear that tune, you just place it beside your phone. The two will pair and you're ready to go. The process after which is just naming your Chipolo Classic and giving it a tag like umbrella or keys or wallet. You can be done within 1 minute with a super simple setup for the Chipolo Classic. Final thing I want to jump into today regarding Chipolo Classic is its mobile application, the Chipolo app, because this is where you're going to be doing all of your interfacing with your device. Now, fortunately, people seem to generally like it. It has a 4 out of 5 star rating in the Google Play Store and a 4.4 out of 5 star rating in the Apple App Store. Let's go ahead and check it out on my iPhone 10. Here I am checking out the Chipolo Classic on my iPhone 10. Now you'll note I have various Chipolo devices set up here, but the yellow Classic we've named Umbrella for our Queen Rihanna. Now going forward, if I click here, let's look at its primary function, which is ring to find. So if I hit ring to find, boom, there it is. I can turn it off using my iPhone 10, or I can just click here and boom, we're done. But what's great about the Chipolo Classic is that reciprocity. So if I double click here, I can also get it to ring my actual phone. Voila, there we go. Now I can take it to stop ringing. But what if it gets beyond the 200-foot relationship, that little tether that exists between them? You will have to hit mark as lost. So once you've hit mark as lost, when it gets beyond 200 feet, everyone with the Chipolo app will become your ally. And once they get within 200 feet of your Chipolo, they will alert you to its existence, and then you can move physically to go find it. And once you get within that 200 feet, you can, of course, hit it to ring and find your device. Now, other things you can do, of course, are add it to Siri. If you look in the top right-hand corner here, I can share the umbrella. I can type in, let's say, share it with mother at mother.com. And then she'll get a message that she can help look for it, or rather be a part of where this device is, because you never know what you'll actually have this attached to, and it may be something that multiple people need to know where it is at all times. Like if I go here and look at customize umbrella, you know that I can change the tag. So it can be just Chipolo, keys, or car keys, backpack, luggage, bike. So you can understand how sharing that with various people could be useful. Now beyond that, I can also customize the song. So I like the Chipolo Classic song. You may prefer Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells, Merry Christmas. There are just different options for you, which I appreciate. Now, if I want to take a selfie, I can just go like this and double click, and boom, now I've taken a picture. Save that to photos. Maybe I can actually start to get good selfies using my Chipolo, because I am a very bad selfie taker. But overall, that's a lot of the functionality you get out of the Chipolo mobile application. So now I want to show you the integration of Chipolo Classic with your smart platform. Now you can integrate it with Amazon and Google, and it's pretty straightforward. In terms of setting it up for Amazon, you're going to go into your skills section, search for Chipolo, and just link the to announce by clicking on enable. It's a similar process for Google. You'll search the skills in Google Assistant, Google Home, and add your Chipolo Classic. Then you can just use your voice to command your devices. So I can say, Alexa, open Chipolo and ring umbrella.
Your Chipolo has started ringing. Do you want me to stop ringing it?
Yes.
Your Chipolo has stopped ringing.
All right, so there you go. Easy, quick, and simple voice control with the smart platform integrations and the Chipolo Classic. All right, we've talked a lot about our Chipolo Classic, but you want to know, Gabe, is it the right one for me? And I'll say this, it has an impressive 200-foot Bluetooth range, highly rated mobile application, and I love the fact that you can replace the battery. Now, it is not water resistant, so we have to be careful with it, and it doesn't have the largest community network of any Bluetooth tracker out there. That belongs to one of its competitors, and if that's important to you, you might want to check someone else out. But for coming in at $25, which was the price was when we last checked, and you can of course get the best price below and our link in the description, I have to say it's a pretty solid contender for making sure you don't lose those keys to your house. So that concludes our review of the Chipolo Classic Bluetooth Tracker. If you appreciated today's video, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. As always, this is Gabe at Security. Be secure.